Webheads, comic book fans, this is my top 10 most anticipated comics for October 5th, 2022. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. Before we dive into it, guys, I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor, the Night Library. So there's nothing wrong with reading free comic books, so why don't you check out the Night Library? Here at the Night Library, you can find free comics, free manga, free graphic novels, and more. Some books already in the archives: Red Hunt, a gritty action-packed story of violence, monsters, and the blood-crazed hunters who seek them out. Some men hunt the monsters, others, they become them. Also available, Song of Stone and Warlock. New content is always in the works, and make sure you sign up for the Night Library newsletter for up-to-the-minute updates on latest projects, sweepstakes, and new releases. So not only is the Night Library providing you free comic books, but if you enter your email and join their mailing list, they will send you a free gift. It's a win-win, no risk for you. So check out thenightlibrary.net. I'll leave it in the description box below. So now we're kicking off this video with the book that's on the hot seat, and that book goes to Sirens Gate issue 1. We have Shannon Mayer, who is a superstar artist, is doing the interiors in this book as well, and he is writing it. So that's a tall task for somebody, and I love his artwork. The writing is completely different story. So this book is definitely on my hot seat. I love seeing gorgeous artwork, but I need a nice story as well. And this is about a character who is into writing. Her name is Tara. She gets to meet her idol, but then she goes on some crazy trip that she never expected to go on before. So it does sound interesting. I'm looking forward to it, and at least for a #1 issue, you'll definitely get some gorgeous artwork, if anything, right? So this one is 40 pages, and this one is $4. The book that's on the rise now goes to Rogue Sun issue 7. Now, Rogue Sun takes place in the superhero universe of Image Comics, right? And we learned a lot about this character by the name of Dylan, who has the power of this stone, and it makes him a superhero. And he's been dealing with a lot of family issues, you know, wanting the stone and things like that. It's been a really good series. What's going to take this issue at a whole other level? Well, if you guys from my generation remember Choose Your Own Adventure storytelling books, well, this issue is going to be that. You get to choose the decision of Dylan's path in this issue. That is going to be a lot of fun, something different, and I can't wait for it. So if you have read Rogue Sun, you're going to be in for a special treat. I definitely suggest reading it if you have not started it yet. 32 pages, $4. Kicking off this top 10 now, we have Edge of Spiderverse. This is issue 5. Issue 4 wasn't that great, but I do see the Spintress character actually gaining some traction, hopefully for a younger audience. Love the Disney-inspired character there. The other character, Sun Spider, not so much. Don't like how conflicting her personality is. It was very much of a turnoff for me. So here we're going to get Web Weaver, right? So we get the introduction to that character, and then we get the Hunter Spider, which is the Craven character. So we're going to see what these characters have to offer. The Edge of Spider-Verse books are just, you know, quick glimpses of the newest Spider characters, and their stories seem to be very repetitive. Always the second story, though, seems to be the best story of them all. It always goes more into depth of each character, so it looks like we'll probably get a more in-depth look at, I would assume, Web Weaver here. So this is 44 pages. This one's $5. We have coming in at number 9, another indie book here. We have from Skybound, Dark Ride. This is issue 1. So this is called Devilland, has been the world's premier horror-themed amusement park for over 50 years, home to the scariest ride ever created, The Devil's Due. But when lifelong fan Owen Seasons begin his first day on the job, he will discover the true horrors that's happening behind the scenes. I like that. you guys know that I've been following my channel for a long time that I enjoy horror books, and here's another one for you. And it takes place in an amusement park, and I also love amusement parks, being I live in Orlando area and I get to go to Universal and Disney and all those places all the time. I think this book is going to be a lot of fun. 44 pages, $4. Coming in at number 8, we have Junkyard Joe. This is issue 1. So this is from Jeff Johns' imprint that we haven't seen in quite a long time. The artwork is done by Gary Frank. We have this character by the name of Junkyard Joe who was a robot, and I think we got to see him in that last series that came out in a short story very briefly. So I can't wait to see what happens from it. I think it was Geiger was the name of the title, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of action. Anything that Jeff Johns writes, I usually tend to check out. So that one is 40 pages, and this one's $5. A return of a series right here, guys. Coming in at number 7, we have Year Zero, Volume 0, Issue 1. I thought we would be done with Year Zero after Volume 2, but now we're going into the very early days of Year Zero. So this is a prelude series. So again, we're going to get different stories. I think it's going to be about 3 different stories of different events that are happening. On the front cover of the main cover, you get to see an airplane. So did like the zombie apocalypse start to happen on an airplane? I don't know, man. But I am definitely looking forward to this one. 4 pages. Always love the zombie books. 4 pages, did I say? That would be a quick ass book, wouldn't it? $4 for this comic book. It doesn't give me a page count. Moving in at number 6, we have Spawn issue 334. Spawn receives a cryptic message from someone he thought dead. Could this be a cry for help, or is it a trap to ensnare the Hellspawn? So in the last issue, we did get to see Spawn get trapped by his supposed colleagues here. They need him to open up those doors to let the other Hellspawns in, and it's been insane. It's been a little bit of a drawn out comic, but it's still very entertaining. The artwork by Barberi is energetic. He brings the characters to life. 24 pages, best deal in comics, $3. All right, guys, so before we hit number 5, just a reminder, after the top 10, we're not done, as we still have the noteworthy comic books to discuss, and there's quite a few of them to talk about. Also, just want to give you a heads up, guys, I have a hurricane knocking on the doorstep over here in Central Florida. Could hit the West Coast, could basically come almost across the state. Nevertheless, what's going to happen, I'm going to get some very bad weather here, so videos might be scarce for a few days because I have to prep for this storm, and we could lose power. All kinds of things could happen. So if you're wondering where I'm at, if I come off the grid, we're dealing with this storm situation here. So yeah, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That's what we always say. All right, so coming in at number 5, we have Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is issue 5, War at the Hall of Justice. What can I say about Dark Crisis? It's been an entertaining book. It has not been the most exciting or most explosive book. It's very, cliche. We have the end of the world coming. It's another crisis. And then we have a new multiverse that was born in the next issue. But it is entertaining. Like, I love the characters doing battle with each other. We had the Legion of Doom in the last issue battling against Black Adam. He's trying to join them because he feels like they're more worthy of protecting the world than the current Justice League. So there is some interesting moments in that book. The key thing is not going to be this event here. It's what's going to come after this event when it comes to DC Comics, if DC Comics can truly rebound. They have a handful of fantastic books right now, and what they need to realize is they need to cut that line and make every single book that they have just like World's Finest, right? Or Batman. I mean, they have to have books like that to succeed and to continue to grow. This book is 32 pages and this one is $5. Moving on to number 4 now, we have Hulk issue 9. we have Hulk Planet. So we're starting the new story arc when it comes to Donny Cates' Thor. I feel like now the story is just getting underway when it comes to Donny Cates here on the story that he wants to tell. So it looks like we're going to be getting a new villain here. So if you're looking for spec, you might want to check this book out. And yeah, legacy numbering 776, 28 pages, $4. I think the character's name is Monolith. So yeah, we got that. Coming in at number 3, if you guys read G.I. Joe, the Saturday Morning Adventures, well, you're going to love this one. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures, issue 1. Come on, guys. We're going back to 1987 here. We got the Turtles. We got Michelangelo eating some pizza. Can you remember that theme song? Well, you are when you're going to read this comic book. Anybody that was in my generation remembers this cartoon. Shit, this cartoon is so nostalgic. I'm sure, you know, older people have watched it, younger people have watched it, and whoever loves the Turtles is going to love this comic book. Can't wait for it. 28 pages, $4. Coming in at number 2. You would think this is number 1, but it's not. Number 2 goes to Spider-Man issue 1. Dan Slott's taken over the adjectiveless Spider-Man title. I don't think we've seen it since, you know, originally when Todd McFarlane started that book, and when it ended, again, I don't think we've seen it since then. But this is the end of the Spiderverse. So if you do not like the Spiderverse stuff, I don't know if you're going to like this right off the bat, because it's continuing off the edge of Spiderverse, and we're going to have Moreland back. So yeah, you know, if you're not a fan of Moreland, if you're not a fan of Spider-Verse stuff, you might not like this in the beginning, but I'm definitely going to give it a try because it also has Mark Bagley artwork, and I'm a Spider-Man guy. I always got to try these books out. And so even though it might not be my favorite story, you know, to kick off this series, I'm still excited for it. So legacy numbering 157, 44 pages, $5. So what overtakes the Spider-Man comic book? Well, I shit you not, it is Batman, because Batman is so good right now. Number 1, Batman issue 128, Batman battling, doing failsafe, and in fact, it's not Batman, it's the Batman or whatever you want to call that guy. You know, the alter personality, and they called in the big guns, right? They called in Superman to do battle against Failsafe. Can Superman pull out the victory against Failsafe? I don't know, guys. I think Failsafe is going to win. I think he's going to pull out some kryptonite out of his chest, just like that one villain, right? And he's gonna weaken him, and he's gonna kick his ass. So if Superman can't stop Failsafe, what can? God, I can't wait for this. The book's artwork is so good by Jorge Jimenez. The writing is so awesome. I love this book, dude. 40 pages. Too much money. It's $5, but you do get to see a year 1 story of the Batman or whatever its name is. All right, guys, so we're done with the top 10, and now we're moving on to those noteworthy comic books. And of course, we got to follow the Marvel event, Axe Judgment Day, which I'm no longer reading, but we do have X-Men Red. This is issue 7. And then we also have the Axe Judgment Day X-Men, issue 1 as well, I think, with Jean Grey. And then we also have Star Fox as well. So if you're into all the Axe Judgment Day stuff, yeah, there's like 3 other books getting ready to come out. Continuing on with Marvel, we have Ant-Man issue 4 done by Al Ewing. We also have Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty as well. That's getting ready to come out. And then we have the new Fantastic Four issue that is also coming out. And then we have Miracle Man issue 0. So if you're a Miracle Man and you want to follow what's going on with him right now, check that one out. All right, so now we move on to DC Comics. We have Poison Ivy issue 5. So if you're following the story, there you have it. Or if you're a variant cover collector, there's a lot of nice looking variants for that book. Then, continuing the Dark Crisis event, we have Dark Crisis, the Deadly Green. This is issue 1. Remember, this is a one-shot. And then we also have Gotham City Year 1 as well, as that's getting ready to come out. This one's done by Tom King. Then we have volume 2 of The Joker. I'm passing on this one, guys. I stalled out when it came to the, the previous volume. When it comes to this new volume, I don't think I'm into it. If you're a Spawn fan and you're collecting all the Spawn books, we have King Spawn. This is issue 15. And if you're a Garbage Pail Kids and you want to find out the origin of the Garbage Pail Kids, you have Garbage Pail Kids issue 1. And then we have a new book done by Dynamite Comics. It's called Sweetie Candy Vigilante. So there's some of the noteworthy comics as well. So there you guys have it. There are the top 10, some of the most noteworthy comics of the week for October 5th, 2022. So guys, if you love the content, please take a second, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you love it even more, go ahead and click on it. In fact, this is my top 10 comic book covers of the week, where you get to vote on your favorite comic book cover. So guys, always remember, keep buying, keep collecting, but always read your comics. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye.